Okay, Assalamualaikum. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good afternoon. It's heavy rain actually in UTM. Okay, so anyway, we are not going to discuss any chapters, okay, for today. So my intention for our session, okay, for today is actually first to do your presentation regarding your questionnaire. Okay, so I really hope for those who didn't present in our previous presentation, okay, in our previous session, class session before. So I would like you to present today, okay, and then also I would like to discuss on our class assignment, which is actually, okay, for your information, I already share you the course assessment, all right? So the course assessment, let me repeat again. So the final exam will be 40%. The test will be 20 plus 10. So the test most probably will be in 2 weeks' time, okay? And then the fieldwork, which we are going to start starting from today. And then our group assignment, actually you already finished for your group assignment session where you need to so you already submitted one assignment and you have one more, which is including the questionnaire that you just developed, which you're going to present today, right? So that will be the two assignments for number 4, the group assignment. And then for the last one, where you need to do, okay, to submit your mini scale research report, which is will be the last week of the semester. All right. So that one will be mini scale research report. But for this 2 weeks time to till the end of maybe early January. So what we are going to do next week, we are going to do the pilot study for the fieldwork. Okay. And then is almost related to what you are doing, your topic, but this one is mainly for the field work, okay, that I'm going to assign to every single group. Okay. And then also the mini scale will actually include starting from your chapter one until whatever we have finished for our data analysis. So it's going to be most probably your chapter one, chapter two, three, four, and five. Okay. And then there will be presentation at the end of the semester, okay, regarding on your research report, mini scale research report. Whatever it is, I will inform you from time to time. So, okay, so let's begin with our presentation today. So I would like volunteers, okay, from group, okay, to present your questionnaire. So maybe can we start with Yuman? I think Yuman is doing okay. Yuman, can you start be the first presenter? Are you here? Mm. Yuman, are you here?
So human is
Huh? Sorry.
enjoying it.
Okay, otherwise, okay. Since Yuman is not here, okay. Can somebody else? Other group? Okay, who? Christopher? Okay, all right. You can continue. Okay. Okay, yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. 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 Okay, people. Sorry. Can you please mute yourself? Okay. Christopher. If you actually can you unmute because I already mute everybody. Okay. Okay. Very good. Okay. Okay. Good. Okay. So remember, people. You need to submit. Okay. You need. I don't know why. What's wrong? Hold on. Let me see. Okay. All right. So very good. Okay. So what you need to do, people, okay, I will list down all the items that you need to submit for your assignment, for a second assignment. All right. So you already submitted the first one. So the second one, I will let you know what are the items that you need to include in the submission. Right. So we will stop until the questionnaire development, which you present today. Okay, so let's continue with the next group.
Group C, Doktor.
Okay,
Group
please.
C.
Okay, siapa yang berkata-kata
share
itu?
screen. Nur Atika Mantiwante.
So,
Group C.
group 6, yeah. Okay. Mhm. Okay, Tika, Tika and the gang. Okay.
Group C.
Yes.
Okay. Doktor nampak tak the share screen?
Nampak, Tika?
Okay, we start. Okay.
Okay.
Kami punya tajuk adalah awareness regarding medical. Okay, untuk question A yang pertama adalah kami pilih question A yang pertama, kami buat dua soalan. Lepas tu, did the employer provide medical coverage for the employee? So, boleh pilih yes or no.
Shouldn't be did nanti patutnya does
Kan.
your employer ke, okay, macam tu, sebab it's more direct to the worker kan, kita nak tanya this one ke who's actually your respondent, Tika? Foreign workers ke?
Respondent kami foreign workers.
So maksudnya
Kota tinggi Johor.
okay.
Okay, saya sambung.
So mungkin jangan guna past tense, kita guna present tense, okay? Do your employer provide medical coverage for the employee, for example? Do you aware? Okay. Yeah, does your ataupun does lah, sebab untuk dia kan, does your employer provide medical coverage for the employee? Okay. Right. Do you aware? Yes. Okay. Okay, multiple choice. Okay, good. Alright.
Okay.
Cakaplah sikit Tika. Jangan duk scroll dia. Okay. Okay, for everybody else, if you find any suggestion that you can suggest to your friend, please voice out. Okay, because we try to help them, to have a very good a package of questionnaire before they submit for next Thursday. All right. So just help your friends, give your opinions or suggestions. All right. Okay, continue.
Okay, for multiple choice case, which medical center that you go in order to get treatment? Ada government hospital, private hospital or pharmacies?
Okay.
And second, which source of finance that is used to bear your medical costs funded by the company, insurance or self-funded? Okay, number 3, Likert Scale. Next. Turun. Okay, the policies in Malaysia regarding medical coverage for the foreign workers are effective. Di sini, responden kena pilih strongly disagree, neutral, agree or strongly agree.
Okay.
Second, foreign workers in Malaysia face difficulties getting medical access. Sama juga kena pilih antara 5 tu. Kena tick.
Okay.
For semantic differential scale, how did you describe your experience of getting medical access in Malaysia? Di sini dia kena pilih lah antara 1, 2, 3 ataupun 5. Dia kena tulis kat situ rate.
Okay. Right. Again, please, how do you describe? Okay. Tak mau past time. Okay.
Okay, doktor.
Alright.
Okay, number 2, how do you describe the effectiveness of policy enforcement, medical coverage and medical access in foreign workers in scope of medical coverage and medical access in foreign workers in Malaysia? So, very ineffective ataupun very effective.
Okay.
Okay, number 5, numerical scale. Using the scale below, state how frequently you use medical access in Malaysia. So for private clinic and public hospital, mereka kena tick berapa banyak kerap mereka pergi. Contoh private hospital 4 kali. Public hospital 5 kali. Okay. Untuk yang kedua, using the scale, how satisfied you are with the use of medical access in Malaysia. Customer service and cost. So di sini foreign workers tu dia kena pilih customer service tu dia punya orang kata apa, performance tu baik ke tak baik ke. Kalau tak baik bagi 2, kalau baik bagi 5.
Okay.
Okay, next. Okay, for staple scale, di sini foreign workers kena pilih antara positif 1, 2, 3 ataupun negatif 3, 2, 1. Okay, the question is, please evaluate how satisfied you are with the hospital or clinical services provided for foreign workers in Malaysia. And second, please evaluate the work performance in Malaysian government. Are they wide awake in dealing with foreign workers medical access problem in Malaysia? So
okay, people, hold. Okay, sebenarnya for the staple scale, it not necessarily you need to use 1 till 3. It can be 1 till 5. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, as long as it shows positive and negative. Okay, it doesn't mean that you need to use plus -3 to +3, right? So you can change the range. Okay, right?
Okay, noted.
Tak apa, kalau you nak keep the foreign workers and so on. Okay? Okay, continue.
Okay, that's all, doctor.
Okay, good, very good. Okay, I have to puji, I have to give credit to this group because they have what should I say? They have shown very clear in terms of every part of every type of the rating and also ranking questionnaire types. Okay, so it's very clear and very good. Okay, thank you so much, Tika and the gang. Okay, next one.
Group Yoga, Doctor.
Okay, yes, please, Yuga.
So our group research topic is on good health and well-being of the workers. The title is on the awareness of occupational safety and health among foreign workers at your workplace in Kulai. So this is our research framework. This is the independent variable and dependent variable. So the independent variable is safe and health working environment, safety training, encourage trust to worker, creating a written protocol for workers maintaining personal safety. And this is the moderating variable that affect to the dependent variable, which is sufficient safety management and worker engagement. So this is the dependent variable, which is increase the awareness and productivity toward occupational safety and health among foreign workers.
Okay, all right. So regarding the research framework, you need to be very, very careful, okay? So what you show is not actually the variable, but what you
Okay.
show is actually the factors or dimensions, okay?
Oh,
So for example, actually you need to use only like one word in the box, okay?
Okay,
The rest will
okay.
be at the bottom. Okay, for
Alright.
example, Osh, okay? Your
Mhm.
independent is occupational safety and health. Osh.
Okay.
That's the big one, okay?
Okay.
And then your dependent variable will be awareness,
Okay.
all right?
Okay,
So
doctor.
that one, all the point form is actually your variable. Is not the dimensions of the variable, okay?
Alright. Okay.
Because I don't want you to do the same mistake in your FYP. Later, your supervisor will kutuk me.
Okay, doctor.
Okay, right.
Hello, doctor.
Yeah.
Okay, now I would like to explain about the ranking questions.
Oh, terperanjat. Tiba-tiba Yuga tukar suara. Okay, okay. Okay, alright.
Mangla, doctor. Sorry, doctor. Sorry, doctor.
Suddenly, why does the voice change?
Sorry, doctor.
It's okay, alright.
Sorry, doctor. Okay. Now I would like to explain about the ranking questions. The first one is PAT comparison scale.
Mhm.
So the first question is, please select one of the following pairs in terms of the most important thing the company should provide for the workers, either health insurance or yearly health checkup.
Okay.
And the second question is, please select one of the following pairs in terms of the ways that the workers can improve their knowledge in occupational safety and health, either by attending a seminar about OSH or taking up a course related to OSH.
Okay.
And for the forced ranking scale, the first question is, rank the following examples of the knowledge of occupational safety and health that are important from 1 to 5, where 1 is the most important and 5 is the least important.
Okay, people, you can
And
also, hold on. You can also actually change it. For example, 1 is the least important, 5 is the most important. Okay, it's up to you. Okay, so you want to manipulate the numbers, all right?
okay, doctor.
Okay.
And the second question is, since it is pandemic, rank the following hygienic practice that is important for the workers to follow when they are at the workplace from 1 to 4, where 1 is the most important and 4 is the least important.
Okay.
And for the comparative scale, the first question is, compared to the first time when you started working and now, how much are you aware about the knowledge of occupational safety and health? And the second question is, compared to the first time when you started working and now, how often do you experience accidents at your workplace? Now I would like to pass it to Yuga, doctor.
Okay.
Writing questions.
Hello, doctor.
Right.
So I'll be explaining about the rating questions.
Mm-hmm.
And first is dichotomous scale. And first question is, do you know about the Occupational Safety and Health Act? Either you can answer yes or no.
Okay.
And the second question is, have you experienced any accidents in your workplace? So next is multiple choice scale. First question, which OSH practices do you prefer at workplace? So they can either choose from these three options. And second question, factors that affects the behavior of employee towards the implementation of OSH in working place. So Next is Likert Scale. First question is, gaining knowledge on occupational safety and health is important for employees. They either can answer from 1 to 3, which is 1 is strongly disagree and 5 is strongly agree. And the second is wearing personal protective equipment, PPE, is important for employees during working time. So they can choose from 1 to 5, which is strongly disagree from strongly agree. And next is Semantic Differential Scale. First question is, implementing OSH policy in an organization is important until they can choose until not important. They either can choose between these 5 lines. And second is, following the safety rules implemented by employers is important or not important. And next is Numerical Scale. First question is, using the scale below, state how frequently you implement the rules stated by employers. The options are wear mask, use sanitizer, maintain 1 meter distance among employees, or wear safety equipments. Second is, using the scale below, state how frequently you face risk during working time. The options are chemical, physical, or ergonomic. Next is Taper Scale. First question, state how satisfied you are with the reward system by employers given for following the OSH rules. So the 3 option is bonus, promotion, or OSH award. We can either choose from -1 to 3 or +1 to 3. Second is, state how satisfied you are with the OSH rules implemented by the employers. The 3 option is social distance, wearing mask and gloves, wearing safety equipment while working. Next is constant sum scale. First is necessaries to improve OSH practices at workplace. So the 5 options are employee training, budget, commitment between employees, leadership supports. So they can divide the marks according to the between the 100 points. And the second is OSH practices at workplace. The first is knowledge on OSH law, report any potential hazard, involved in OSH activities, knows how to react on emergency situation. And the last is graphic rating scales. So first question is, explain your feeling when you face any hazard situation during your working time. So they can mark X at the bottom of any of these emojis. And the second question is, explain your feeling when you help your co-worker from any dangerous situation during working time. So that's all of that.
Okay, very, very good. Okay, it's very clear. Shabas, okay. So, all right, so let's move to the next presenter.
Hi, Doctor.
Hi, Dawson. All right. Okay. Please proceed, Dawson.
Okay, Doctor. Okay, so for the first dichotomous scale, we have 2 questions. The first is, okay, did you aware of the amendment of the Workers' Minimum Standard of Housing and Amenities at 1990? So the choice yes and no. And the second question is, did you practice the rules and regulations started in the amendment? Okay, so the next is multiple choice scale. The first question is, what are the facilities you provided to your worker? So the facilities we have is single bed, locked cupboard, first aid kit, 1 rest area with fan, 1 rest area with lamp. So
Maybe what you can see is actually what are the facilities you provide. What are the facilities that you provide in the housing, the foreign your workers housing ke, or maybe a place ke, residence ke. instead, to the worker. Maybe this is not to the worker, actually in the residence, right? So maybe you need to change the sentence a little bit. Okay.
No problem, Tata.
All right. Okay.
So the second question is, how many workers are in one dorm?
Or maybe
So-
one room. Okay, one room slash dorm. Maybe
Oh, okay.
not all of. Some of them live in a house, not in a dorm. Okay, so
Okay.
maybe just put room slash dorm. Okay.
Okay, so we go to the next is Likert Scale. So the first question is, the amendments may have increased your awareness of human rights. So the choice strongly agree, disagree, neutral, agree, and strongly agree. So 1 to 5 can choose.
Okay.
So for the second question is, the amendments may have enhanced the level of hygiene in your workers' housing.
Okay.
Okay, so the next is semantic differential scale. The first question is, the additional cost of your company in complying the amendment is expensive and so expensive to affordable. So this is the range.
Okay.
So for the question is, the time given to adapt and fully implement the amendment sufficient to sufficient.
Okay. Very good. Okay.
So the next is numerical skill. The first question is, using the scale below, state how precocious you are when taking the following measures. So the 5 is very precocious, and the 1 is precocious. So the second question is, using the scale below, state how frequent the person in charge of accommodation to the following duties. So the 5 is very frequent, and the 1 is frequent. Okay, so we go to the next is stable skill. State how satisfied you are with the current housing conditions of your workers. So the conditions are the level of hygiene, the completeness of facility, and the level of comfort. So the range also 3 to 1 and also negative 1 to 3. So this is the range they can choose. The second question is that how satisfied you are with the following sections in 8446 workers minimum standard of housing and amenities at 1990. So
Okay. Hold on, just okay. Supply of water and electricity and maintenance of workers. What do you mean by that? Maintenance of workers. Okay.
Yeah, the housing maintenance.
The housing maintenance. Okay. So what I can see, for example, everybody please listen to this. Okay. In our one question can only contain one item that we want to ask. Okay. For example, if you want to check on the supply of water, just water. The second one, electricity, for example. And the third one will be the housing maintenance. Okay. So it's going to be 3 different questions. So what do we call this one? This problem right here, okay? It is called as a double barrel question, where it contains too many questions in one, in one question. So for example, your respondent, maybe they can say yes for the water, but not the electricity. So they don't know which one actually they want to tick. Okay, they want to choose. So you need to be very careful. Okay, in one question, you only can ask about one item. So they know what to answer. Okay, so in this case, right, so I suggest if you want to ask about water, electricity, and the housing maintenance, it's going to be 3 different questions. Okay?
Okay, no problem.
Understand? All right. Okay, thank you. Go on.
Okay, so the second session is payment and recovery of hospital expenses by employer. The third
Okay, so
is
it means that maybe Dawson, maybe you don't need the second and the third one. If you break the first question into 3 different questions, so you don't need the rest of the 2 question at the next one. All right.
okay, no problem.
Okay. All right. Good. Okay. Continue.
Constant sum scale. The first question is Complete the following important factors of workers' housing and allocate scores for each to a total of 100. So the important factors are level of hygiene, facility, house service, environment, and transportation.
Okay.
The second question, complete the following important sections in F146 Workers' Minimum Standard of Housing and Amenities at 1990 and allocate scores for each to a total of 100. So the sessions are nursery, penalty, medical treatment, rental, and recreational facility.
Okay.
So the next is graphic rating scale. So the question is, do you think the amendments made are helpful to the workers' housing condition? The second question is, do you think the good housing conditions of workers have increased the productivity of your company?
That's a good question. Okay, good. All right.
Yes. Go to ranking skill. So the first is pair comparison skill. The first question, please select one of the following pairs in terms of the housing condition you preferred. So we compare the before the amendments and after the amendments. The second question is, from each pair of important factors of workers' housing, please indicate which facilities that you put more focus on. So the pair we have level of hygiene, facilities, and house service. So we go on to the first ranking skill. The first question is, rank the following facilities that you think are more important in your order of preference. Assign 1 to the most preferred choice and 5 to the least preferred. So the facilities we have are lock cupboard, single bed, water supply, rest area fan, first aid kit. So the second question is, rank the housing condition in your order of preference. Assign 1 to the most preferred choice and 5 to the least preferred. So the condition we have are hygiene, safe, good lighting, well ventilated, large space. So the next comparative scale. The first question is, compare with other countries' housing policy. How do you feel about the current policy in Malaysia? So the range from very poor, neutral, good, and also excellent. The second question, compare with the housing condition before the amendments are made. How do you feel about the current housing condition after the amendments? So the range also very poor to excellent. So this is our questionnaire. That's all for me.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much. Okay, I can see your effort developing this all the questions. Okay, thank you. Right, so can we proceed to the next one?
Hi, Doctor.
Okay, hi.
So I want to present this one.
Yes, please go ahead.
Wait a second. So Doctor, could you see my?
Yes, you can.
Okay. So first of all, we started rating scale. So the first one is dichotomous scale. So the first question is, what is your gender? So obviously the question will be, the answer will be either male or female. And the second question is, which parties do you? First of all, I forgot to introduce my topic. Sorry.
Okay.
So the topic is
Excited. That's why.
So the topic of our group is criminal activities committed by foreign workers in Johor Bahru. So our group mate are Gojun Kai, Tan Yong Wei, me, Labun Chan, and Ling Lek Peng.
Okay.
So so I continue with the second question. The second question
Why
is,
do you have like two columns there?
the
Male,
one.
female, you only pick one.
Yes, that one is a technical.
Okay, all right.
Okay. So
I'm afraid people will tick twice.
yeah. So I'll delete it. Don't worry. Okay. So the second question is, which parties do you think that criminal cases in your area is committed by? So the answer will be either foreign worker or local resident. So the second one, multiple choice. For the multiple choice, first question is, what do you think the factors that cause the foreign worker are involved in criminal activities? So there are a few answers: financial difficulties, work environment, behavior, and culture. So the second question is, what do you think the most criminal activities that foreign workers are involved? So the answers are will be sexual harassment, robbery, burglary, quarrel with the local people, and vandalism. And the third, for Likert Scale, the first question is, are there majority criminal cases involved by foreign workers in Johor Bahru? So the people can choose either agree or disagree.
Okay, hold on. Okay, you say, are there majority criminal cases involved by foreign workers? Okay.
Yes.
So I
Okay.
think maybe what you can say more, because you say you use the word strongly agree, neutral and so on. Maybe you can ask, do you agree that, okay, for example, do you agree that majority of the criminal cases are involved, involved by foreign workers? Okay, something.
Okay. Okay, sure. For the second question, does the most of the criminal cases that involve the foreign workers happen in Johor Bahru are caused by the illegal foreign workers, which is the PATI.
Okay, again, maybe you can say, do you agree that? Okay, right?
Okay. So the fourth one is semantic scale. For the semantic scale, that's the main reason for the foreign workers in Johor Bahru involved in criminal cases are because of the money issue. So they can choose between the weak and strong. And second question will be, the employment condition of the foreign workers in Johor Bahru has led them to involved in criminal cases. So the answer will be either weak or strong. You can choose. So the fifth one is numerical scale. First question, how serious are you describing the situation that foreign worker involved in criminal cases? So people can choose from not extremely serious to serious. And the second question will be, how likely you are to describe the impact of foreign workers toward the criminal cases in Johor Bahru. For the sixth one, the staple scale. The first question is, state the importance of roles that will help to reduce the crime rate that have been involved by the foreign workers. So there will be three important roles, which is government, society, and individual. And the second question is, state how satisfied you are with the steps taken to prevent the crime rate at Johor Bahru. So there will be three answers, like surveillance camera, police patrol, and campaigns. And the seventh one is constant sum scale. The first question is, below are 7 ways that might help dissuade foreign workers from committing crime. So please allocate 100 points among the ways so that your allocation reflects the relative importance. So jail time, community service, volunteer work, hefty fines, counseling, sundry jobs, and sporting programs. People can choose and allocate their points according to the answers. And the next question is, police officers are known for playing a major role in handling the crimes that occur around our places. There are 7 qualities and skills set that a police officer must possess so that they can handle a crime case effectively. Please allocate 100 points among the ways so that your allocation reflects the relative importance. So the 7 qualities are physical fitness, critical thinking, communication skills, interpersonal skills, problem solving skills, strong moral character, and devotion to society. So the 8th one, graphic rating skills. Express your feeling when you see a foreign workers that have been involved in crime getting arrested or caught by the police. And the second question is, how do you feel when you see or heard about the victim of the crime that happens around your place? So next, we move on for the ranking scale. The first one is bad comparison. So assuming you as an employer and everything else to be same, which would you choose, worker A or worker B? So the worker A, their qualities, their characteristic will the foreign worker man expected salary is lower than local worker. and have experience involved in criminal activity, and the worker B will be a local worker man expected salary is higher than local foreign worker and did not have any experience in criminal activity.
Okay, we don't say man, we say male.
Ah, male.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, good.
So they have to prefer which one they'll choose. Then the second question would be, assuming everything else to be the same, which one would you choose, scenario A or scenario B? Scenario A, more agree with the foreign worker, agree with hire the foreign worker, provide professional training and strict jurisdiction. And scenario B will be more agree with the higher local worker, higher salary and more employee benefits. And the second one will be forced ranking. Please rank the following features in order of reason, where one is the main reason for foreign workers in Johor Bahru involved in criminal cases for you. So there are 4 reasons, which is financial difficulties, working environment, behavior, and culture. The second question will be, please rank the following features in order of impact, where one is the main impact for the foreign workers in Johor Bahru involved in criminal cases to you. So the few impacts are physical, emotional, social, financial, and spiritual.
But you have 5 items, what you need to rank 1 to 4. It's supposed to 1 to 5. Okay?
Yeah. Okay, sorry, doctor. Technical mistakes.
Okay.
So the last one is comparative. The first question will be the frequency of criminal cases committed by foreign workers. By foreign workers in Johor Bahru is more than women workers. And the second question will be the frequency of criminal cases committed by foreign workers in Johor Bahru is more than local workers.
Okay, what do you mean by cases committed by foreign workers in Johor Bahru is more
And male.
No, I mean, what does it mean? Oh, male foreign workers, I see. Okay, Okay. Okay.
So that's all. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, I have to say this, people. When you are presenting your questions, I realize that there are some of the questions are very, very good because I don't even think of the questions, but in this they are very creative in terms of looking for good questions. I think it's well done to all of you. Okay, so we are going to have one last group. Okay, Shamimi. Right, last one. Yeah.
Oh, hello, doctor, do you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Our group will present about the impact on social issue in job opportunity in Segudang. So for the questionnaire, the first one is rating scales. For the dichotomous scale, the first question we ask about their gender, and then the second one we ask about. Wait, doctor tak nak move Kejap doktor.
Okay.
Sekejap. Okay.
Oh, Mimi, dimaafkan Mimi.
So the question is, do you employ in company with people of different nationalities? And then the yes or no, right? And then the second about multiple choice scale. We ask what is or are factors that influence the employment of foreign workers. So they need to choose between this availability, working hours, wages, working environment, and education level. And then for the second question for multiple choice scale is, do you think why employer more interested to recruit foreign workers? Okay, so they need to choose this. And then for the Likert scale, the first question is, the local workers are unemployed due to over choosing jobs. And then for the second question is, foreign workers dominate job vacancies in the industrial sector.
Okay,
So
perkataan mungkin local workers, is it? Local workers are unemployed. Ada perkataan.
Okay. Okay, unemployed. Okay. And then for the fourth is semantic differential scale. So the first question is the culture shown by foreign workers at workplace. So they need to choose whether it's bad or good, cruel or kind, negative, positive, or is
Apa
unpleasant or
maksud the
pleasant for.
culture? The culture shown? Apa maksud dia, Mimi?
Maybe macam budaya tempat kerja tu, diorang punya sikap diorang ke macam diorang macam berkumpul sesama bising macam tu kot.
Okay, sebab it's not really clear. Apa yang
Not
you,
clear.
is it mungkin you know like you adakah you nak cakap the foreign workers practicing their own culture at the workplace. They don't really orang cakap assimilate the you know the Malaysian culture. They only practice their own culture ke. Okay, itu yang kita nak tahu.
Okay, TikTok. And for the second question for semantic, the recruitment system is implemented by employers.
Apa
So
maksudnya?
they need to take the recruitment system. Mungkin siapa yang buat question ni? Jom, saya tak ingat. Sistem yang apa ni, diorang more fokus to apa? Foreign workers maybe.
Okay, okay, maybe kita akan duk cakap kot macam ni. Actually, what you mean? The recruitment system practiced by the employers ke, you know? So macam ni macam tak berapa faham sangat sebab tiba-tiba keluar dengan kind. Kan recruitment system tu tiba-tiba baik macam baik jahat, you know, we don't say that. Maybe what we can say maybe effective, not effective ke because system kan. Okay, mungkin dia punya pilihan tu kena ubah sikit lah.
Okay, nanti talk about.
Okay.
And then for the numerical scale, on the scale 0 to 10, for the first question, how stressed you are about your current work environment? So you need to choose whether it's no stress at all.
How stressed are you? Okay, not you are. How stressed are you?
Okay. Are you?
Okay, how fair your company treats treats all the workers. Kalau saya lah, maybe saya tanya, is your company, you know, fair to all the workers? Okay. Kita nak cakap how fair? How fair is your company? How fair is your company treating all? You know, how fair is your company towards, you know, all the workers? Maybe.
Okay.
Okay. So nak tak apa nanti you check balik. Okay.
Okay. Okay, and then for the stable scale, for the first question is state how satisfied you are with the following factors of job satisfaction.
Okay.
So the first one is about salary, job supervision, the work itself, working environment, and promotion. And then for the second question is state how satisfied you are with the following work requirement: education, experience, skillful, commitment, and communication.
Okay.
Okay, then I will pass to executive for next question.
Hello, Assalamualaikum, Doktor.
Yeah.
Okay, I will continue.
Ada orang lain sambung, awak tak habang. Okay. Okay.
For number 7, constant sum scale. For the first question, the important factors of workers in industrial area. So, first, work ethic, dependability, flexibility, eagerness to learn, and self-reliance. For second question, the significance of benefit given to workers in industrial area. So the benefit EPF, so health insurance, paid medical leave, and transportation allowance. Next is graphic rating scale. First question, express your feeling if you get the foreign worker partner at the workplace. Second, express your feeling when employer prioritize foreign over local workers. For section B, ranking scale. First, pair comparison scale. First question, please select one of the following pairs in terms of working environment. A, work in an environment where all are local workers. B, work in an environment where they are both local and foreign worker. Second question, please Select one of the following pair in terms of reason that you think the main cause of unemployment issue among Malaysians. A. The increasing requirement of foreign workers in Malaysia. B. Many local individuals have their own job standard that do not suit the job availability in Malaysia.
Their own job standard tu tak boleh apostrophe S kot. Own job
Okay, Doktor.
standards.
So for second force ranking scale, rank the following of working sector that had been monopolized by foreigner. Assign 1 to the most preferred, choose and 5 to be less preferred. So they choose which is domestic work, service, plantation, construction, or agriculture. Next question, rank the following reason employ to interest to employ local. Result 1 to the most preferred choice and 5 to be less preferred, such as height wage, lack of experience, unskillful, choosing job condition, or not working overtime without extra pay. The last question, cooperative scale. First, based on your current working now, do you feel comfortable working with foreigner? So which is very poor, about the same, or excellent. And second, compared to your previous experience, it is hard to find job in the industry.
Is it hard? Okay. Bukan it is. Is it hard to find a job?
Okay, Doktor.
Terbalik.
So, which
Okay,
is
tak apa, nanti you
very
just
poor.
nanti boleh ni. Baik.
Okay, very poor, about the same, or excellent. Okay, that's all from us.
Okay,
Thank you.
very good. Thank you so much. Okay, I would like to thank you all the groups who have presented for today. Okay, so sorry, yeah, Anissa.
Nak present boleh?
Tak boleh sebab kita dah habis masa sebab kita nak masuk untuk yang the second part. Okay, never mind. Nanti kalau ada masa kita akan sambung minggu hadapan. Right? Okay, Nisa. Okay, sebab kita dah untuk yang kita punya second part. Right. So apa yang kita akan buat sekarang ni actually saya consider ni is not like presentation tetapi lebih ala-ala kononnya we are going to have a meeting, okay, on this project. So what actually you need to do, okay, for your pilot study. So kita kena nak buat strategy planning untuk kita punya pilot study yang akan dimulakan pada minggu hadapan. So it means that you can do it anytime. So you have like a week to do it, alright? So not everybody has to do it. Cuma mungkin certain orang saja yang akan buat pilot study untuk peringkat yang pertama ini. So we have the second stage. After we discuss maybe on Thursday, after Thursday next week, so it's going to be the pilot study on the second stage. Or if we can do it on Sunday, kita akan buat Sunday nanti. Right. Because you know why? Sebab saya nak, okay, actually your assignment untuk kelas assignment dah berakhir. Berakhir untuk takat ini dahulu. So sekarang ni kita akan buat sebenarnya fieldwork. Satu pengalaman yang lain. Di mana saya akan menggunakan my own questionnaire tetapi you kena buat the fieldwork. Right? So at least you dapat merasai macam mana nak buat, nak cari respondent, nak tanya siapa dan sebagainya. So the purpose of doing this pilot study is actually wajib. I just would like to emphasize that pilot study is very, very important before we can perform the actual study. You know why? Because we want to test whether our instrument is okay, is it reliable, is it valid, or it can be understood by the people, it can achieve our objective and so on, right? So that's the purpose of doing the pilot study. So if we find any mistakes during the pilot study, we can improve it, we can correct it before we do, a very large scale research. That one is scary, okay? Bila kita dah buat katakan kumpul data sampai beratus, tetapi it happened that some of our respondents think that some of the questions, some of the items, the question is actually not achievable, not understandable, and cannot really they cannot provide the information that we need. Okay, itu yang sangat menakutkan. So that's the reason we need to do this pilot study. Right. So, untuk sesi yang ini, okay, let me start with this one first. Okay, can you see the screen, people? Can you? Alright.
Can, Doctor.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, apa yang kita nak buat sekarang, okay, ini merupakan perbincangan, okay. It's not orang kata autocratic punya instruction, okay. So I would like to hear some of your pandangan, some of your suggestions, some of your points where we can improve this project. Okay, as I told you, this is actually the real project that we are doing. Okay, bukannya projek yang kita buat suka-suka, but it is real. Right. Untuk yang kali ni, you know that sebenarnya apa yang I already explained this one, that projek yang ini ialah merupakan kerjasama actually di antara HIPS, UTM, and also the MPKU, Majlis Perbandaran Kulai. So they have actually a problem in terms of the comfort and quality of living, okay, among the local society, okay, because of this, not systematic, like huru hara, it's not strategic, for the foreign workers housing. Okay, so that's the reason the society, the local society, they are not really satisfied what they are having now. Okay, so that's the main issue. So our issue is to find out what are the factors actually that affect the satisfaction of these local people towards the foreign workers housing area in Kulai. So this is actually our project. Okay, so we are going to divide by 4. Okay, start. Right, so the first one is actually we need to do a survey for local people, local community. All right, and then we have the second one is the employers, right, the investors and so on, and also this local community. We also have like the persatuan penduduk ataupun the residents association, and also we have the foreign workers itself. We need to ask their point of view regarding this matter, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Who else? Let me see. Foreign workers, employers, persatuan penduduk. Siapa? I think we have one more. Penduduk tempatan, employers, penghulu, kampung, majikan, pelabuh, majikan. Okay. So if I miss one of them, I will let you know later. Right? So anyway, for the employers, okay, the questionnaire we have in both in BM and also in English, right? And then also for the foreign workers. So the survey will be done either in BM or in English. Okay, it depends on what some of them, they they can converse in bahasa Malaysia, bahasa Melayu very well. So maybe they prefer to answer in BM. So we can ask in BM. Otherwise, if they understand English better, so we can ask them in English. And for employers, again, maybe majority of the employers, but it depends. Usually we are going to ask the HR people or those who are actually in charge of, the foreign workers in their organization or industry, right? So if a HR or they have a certain department for the foreign workers. Okay. So again, this one also we have bilingual, so BM and also English. So for this, first stage of pilot study, kita akan buat only on these two group of people, iaitu local community and persatuan penduduk. It can be ketua kampung, it can be whoever actually in charge of the residency area or taman ke whatever. Okay, is everybody okay? So tugas kita sekarang ni, okay, saya telah go through dengan you punya senarai. Saya dapati okay, kita akan maybe some of the questions actually relate to whatever your topic, okay, before this, right? Topik yang maksud saya ialah you punya group assignment. So what you need to do, so the first thing that okay, untuk yang this pilot study, for the local community, we need to find about, 20, actually for the pilot is 10 to 30 people. Okay, so 10 to 30 people. So but we can find, actually, I'm looking for 20. Okay, in between. Okay, so kita nak dapatkan 20 people for local community, 20 people daripada orang yang persatuan. Persatuan, let's say, it can be your parents, it can be, but I don't want you to answer, but I want somebody older, okay? Somebody who actually have experience in terms of living or staying in the area that has foreign workers. Itu yang saya nak. So you need to find for a time untuk pilot study ni very easy. Kita boleh gunakan orang yang kita kenal, very close to us, because we want to find their opinion regarding our instrument. Okay, so it can be our parents, it can be our relatives, it can be our neighbors and so on. But kita akan bahagikan siapa group mana yang nak buat untuk local community and also the persatuan. And later for the next stage, kita akan buat untuk the employer and also the foreign workers. Okay, understand? Okay, so let me show you the questionnaire. Okay, you all nampak tak? Can you see? Okay, good. Right.
Kita nampak.
Okay, so soalan ni memang dalam bahasa Malaysia. Kenapa? Sebab kita lebih sebenarnya iaitu untuk memartabatkan bahasa Malaysia, dan we really hope that all the Malaysians they can understand bahasa Malaysia. So that's the reason we do the version in bahasa, except untuk yang employers dan juga foreign workers. Okay, jadi saya nak menerangkan bila saya pass kepada anda nanti untuk tanya, kita akan buat pilot dulu. This one is pada peringkat pilot. So you, as I said, kita kena cari di antara, if we can get more than 20, much better. Jadi maksudnya mungkin setiap daripada anda kena cari 2 orang. Okay, untuk bertanyakan pendapat. Tidak semestinya mereka itu duduk di kulai. Asalkan mereka itu dapat memahami kita punya soalan, then they can understand, can give us the feedback of the questions and the items. Whether the items are good, is it can be understood by people, and is it achievable and answerable. Okay? So, sebab tu saya kena terangkan untuk this is actually the practice that we need to do when we want to do a survey. Okay, apabila kita nak buat satu projek yang melibatkan survey, we need to call upon all our semua yang terlibat dalam survey kita. Itu ialah step yang pertama selepas kita dah develop the instrument, because we need to do a briefing. apa maksud briefing kat sini? To explain actually what is the what they need to do. Okay, in this case iaitu you all lah, apa yang you need to do untuk menjayakan this pilot study. Right? So, tajuk kajian kita, if you can see, ialah kajian impak penempatan pekerja asing ke atas keselesaan dan kualiti hidup masyarakat tempatan di daerah Kulai. Okay, itu kita punya target. So, the most important is to check apakah dia factor. The first one ialah to find the factors yang menyebabkan mereka tidak selesa dengan kehadiran pekerja asing. So, penduduk tempatan, so ini maklumat you, okay, where you need to fill this one in, right? So, nama you, nama telefon dan nama kawasan yang dibanci. Why do we need to know the information of the enumerator? Kita panggilnya sebagai orang yang, okay. Okay, orang yang tolong kita panggil ialah enumerator ataupun kita punya surveyor. Surveyor, right? So, jadi kenapa apabila timbul apa-apa masalah, so kita boleh senang cari siapa yang banci ni untuk dia confirmkan jawapan, terutamanya apabila kita nak buat data entry nanti. Okay, you need to remember after our pilot study, saya akan tunjukkan pada you ialah data analysis in terms of how to, for you to enter data untuk pilot study dan untuk dapatkan nilai Cronbach alpha daripada SBSS. Itu after we finish our pilot study nanti. Right, so you need to fill this one in, okay, dalam you punya dalam borang ini nanti, okay. So, and then ini ialah maklumat respondent where you need to ask your respondent to fill this one in, okay. To fill out all the information. So, nama mereka, okay, nama ni some people they don't like their nama to be, to be known, to be published, okay. So, you can use mungkin nama dia, for example, Cik Mat, okay. So, you can use also Cik Mat. If they don't want to reveal their name, it's fine. But alamat, let's say they don't want to give the full alamat. So maybe the most important, you must know the jalan, and then kampung or taman, and then the postcode, right? So that one, at least we should know that, right? And then telephone number. Okay, why do we need the telephone number? So you need to convince to your Cik Mat, for example, that the telephone number is very important just in case you miss something, okay? And then, for example, you already submit those data, the information pada kita lah, the whole group. So kita dapati ada yang mungkin tertinggal. So easy for us to contact Cik Mat balik, okay? So you need to convince Cik Mat bahawa we are not going to do, apa-apa, but we are only just in case we need some more information later, right? And then jantina, umur, okay, and then dia punya taraf perkahwinan, pekerjaan, pendapatan. Okay, some people they don't like to tell you, exactly dia orang punya pendapatan. So maybe they can, give gross income. For example, their income is 3,000. Just put 3,000. Okay, and then the date you temuduga that person. Okay, and then penempatan. Okay, I really want you to read the question. Kalau you don't understand, you need to ask me. Because you know what? When your respondent nanti tanya you balik, you sendiri tak faham apa maksud soalan. That one is very, very dangerous. Okay, so it's very important for you to understand and you able to explain to your respondent what actually the question mean. Alright? So, di manakah penempatan pekerja asing ini? So, ingat bahawa penempatan pekerja asing ini ialah merupakan gangguan. Okay, this is only our pilot study. So, if they have, so, ini daripada dia orang punya observation. Daripada mana? Okay, di manakah penempatan pekerja asing ini? Adakah ujiannya penempatan haram? Okay, so at least we want to see whether they really understand apa yang dimaksudkan ataupun dia faham dengan kita punya soalan. Okay, konflik dan jenayah. Okay, Adakah berlaku peningkatan jenayah disebabkan pekerja asing? Tidak pasti and so on. Adakah jenayah yang sering? Okay. Ini ialah some of the question that actually some of you just presented just now. Okay. So, saya tengok, you all pun ada terfikir soalan-soalan seperti ini. Apakah masalah lain yang disebabkan pekerja asing? Okay, kesihatan sekarang ni dekat Kulai memang merupakan yang sangat alarming ialah dengue dan juga COVID-19. That's the reason kena sangat berhati-hati dengan penyakit ni sekarang ni. So, adakah kawasan persekitaran kediaman mereka di kawasan anda busuk dan kotor? So, and then this one, adakah berlaku masalah kesihatan lain sama ada secara langsung atau tidak langsung disebabkan oleh pekerja asing? Okay, so right, yang ini sangat tidak mencukupi, mencukupi, sangat mencukupi. So, kita nak tanya diorang, adakah kemudahan awam dan infrastruktur berikut mencukupi selepas kedatangan pekerja asing? Sebab apa yang kita perhatikan, bila adanya, this one shouldn't be tenaga, should be pekerja asing. Tenaga kerja asing. Sebab apa? Bila berlakunya kedatangan diorang, kita dapati contohnya hospital sangat penuh. Sampai untuk orang tempatan pun kena beratur. Okay? Itu yang menyebabkan kita rasa tidak mencukupi. Kalau contohnya dekat kawasan some of the area, sampai ATM, ATM memang ada satu ATM memang kena beratur panjang. Sampai orang lokal tidak boleh pergi ke bank atau ATM tu, diorang pergi di kawasan yang lain. Itu menunjukkan sangat tidak mencukupi. Katakan they don't face any problem, so we can say either mencukupi atau sangat mencukupi. Okay, so you need to find that one out. And then isu sosial dan pembangunan. So yang ini, adakah terdapat interaksi di antara penduduk kawasan anda dengan pekerja asing? Okay, some people, some kawasan, terutama kawasan kampung, they are so friendly. It doesn't matter siapa orang tu. Walaupun pekerja asing, mereka masih lagi ramah, baik. Adakah terdapat masalah akibat perbezaan budaya dan latar belakang di antara penduduk tempatan dan pekerja asing? Macam tadi, yang ada one of our friends present mengenai culture. Okay, so culture juga kadang memainkan peranan yang sangat penting. Adakah terdapat masalah? Okay, so ini saya rasa very easy dan gangguan lain, so they can tick more than one answer. So macam katakan bising ada, mengganggu kaum wanita, rasa terancam atau apa-apa. So they can tick more than one. Right, kesedaran pada pendapat anda, apakah kesan positif daripada kedatangan pekerja asing? Because some people they look at positive way, alright? So macam contohnya adanya pekerja asing, otherwise we cannot have a very good penempatan, taman yang banyak dah siap. Semua itu ialah jasa daripada pekerja asing, contohnya lah. Right, and then the last one, persepsi dan juga jangkaan. Okay. Pada pendapat anda, apakah kesan yang paling besar berkaitan isu keselesaan disebabkan penempatan pekerja asing? So we want to know apa kesan yang sangat besar. Contohnya they can see sampai diorang tu takut nak keluar rumah. Anak-anak diorang sampai tak boleh main kat luar rumah kerana takut. Contohnya. Adakah anda merasakan bahawa anda boleh mempunyai hubungan yang baik dengan pekerja asing? Some people they just cannot accept orang luar masuk kat tempat diorang. Walaupun kadang orang pekerja asing ni, the foreign workers ni, dia asal adik manis, abang, apa khabar abang, apa khabar adik. Tapi some people they just cannot, okay? So they shut off, okay? So itu di antara benda-benda yang you kena tanya dan dapatkan info daripada you punya respondent. So apakah yang anda harapkan mengenai isu, bukan isi, isu pekerja asing. So this one is isu pekerja asing di daerah Kulai dalam jangka masa 5 tahun akan datang. So ada yang sangat khawatir lambakan pekerja asing ini dia akan jadi sangat serius in 5 years time. di mana nanti lagi menyebabkan pengangguran pengangguran di kalangan orang tempatan tinggi dan sebagainya. So itu yang kita nak dengar daripada kita punya responden. Okay, ada apa soalan tak untuk yang ni? Untuk yang the first one ni? Untuk penduduk tempatan. Ada soalan?
Tak ada, Doktor.
Okay, right. So now let's go to the next one. Okay, saya nak tunjukkan yang lagi satu. Oops. Okey, yang kedua ialah soalan yang kita akan buat untuk penghulu ketua kampung persatuan penduduk. So, apa yang dimaksudkan dengan persatuan penduduk? Kalaulah katakan your parents pun a part of persatuan penduduk, you boleh tanya juga. Katakan dia imam ke, dia apa bilal ke, dia memang orang kat situ yang dia dapat memahami fungsi ketua dan juga penghulu ketua kampung, boleh jawab this question. Okay? So nama responden ni tak ada yang pembanci terus nama responden jawatan kampung mungkin. So asli date dia ialah berapa ramaikah penduduk di kawasan anda. Sebab tu we really want to know someone yang tahu pasal kawasan itu. Berapa orangkah yang telah meninggalkan kawasan anda secara anggaran. Maksudnya disebabkan contohnya pekerja asing. Some people diorang telah meninggalkan kampung ataupun anak-anak muda telah tinggalkan kampung. So they can say like dalam maybe 30 orang dia buat anggaran sahaja. Okay. Adakah terdapat pertubuhan politik organisasi persatuan di komuniti anda? So tandakan ni kalau ada politik nama pertubuhan tu apa, kalau kesatuan sekerja, lain-lain katakan persatuan wanita ke apa. So you just tick and name it. Alright. Adakah anda ahli kepada mana-mana pertubuhan politik, badan organisasi atau persatuan? And then bagaimana hubungan anda dengan penduduk kawasan setempat di kawasan anda? Sangat tidak baik, sederhana baik, baik, sangat baik. Okay, so dia kena kasih alasan kalau dia ada alasan ataupun komen apa-apa. Siapakah orang yang mempunyai pengaruh kuasa atau paling dihormati dalam komuniti anda? Katakan ada seorang tu nama dia Cik Lim. Cik Lim ni memang orang sangat, orang tua dah lama duduk kawasan tu. Memang orang sangat hormat dia. Whatever Cik Lim cakap, orang kampung akan dengar, for example. Okay? So, you akan kasih alasan. Contohnya, Cik Lim merupakan orang tua yang dihormati di kawasan itu. Contohnya, Pada pendapat anda, adakah penduduk setempat menghadapi masalah berikut akibat adanya penempatan pekerja asing di kawasan anda? So, they need to tick this one, to choose this one. Bagaimanakah tahap penerimaan penduduk setempat terhadap kedatangan pekerja asing yang ramai di kawasan anda? Okay. Adakah pihak komuniti di kawasan anda mempunyai program tertentu untuk menghadapi isu pekerja asing ini? Right? Ataupun ianya dalam perancangan. Okay. So, kalau ada, tiada ataupun dalam perancangan. Apakah anda menerima apa-apa aduan daripada penduduk setempat berkaitan ketidakselesaan kesan dari penempatan pekerja asing di kawasan anda? Okay, jika anda menjawab ya untuk soalan 10, ke manakah anda salurkan aduan tersebut? Anda boleh menjawab lebih daripada satu. Okay. Adakah tindakan telah diambil ke atas aduan-aduan tersebut oleh pihak yang berkenaan? Okay, sejauh manakah anda merasakan keberkesanan tindakan yang diambil? Right? So, ini saja untuk soalan ketua kampung. Okay, ada soalan tak? Anyone?
Doktor nak berapa responden? 20 kan?
So, kita akan bagi-bagi.
Oh, so maksudnya each group macam 5 responden macam tu. Okay.
Okay, bukannya ini baru pilot jadi ni. Sebab nanti yang the true one, lepas pilot ni kita akan buat yang the real one. So that one is banyak lah. Maksudnya setiap kumpulan tu kita akan bagikan kalau lah sekarang ni katakan satu group tu mungkin you all kena ambil 4 je. Contohnya lah. Cari 4 orang saja. Okay? Faham tak Dini? Okay, sebab tu kita lepas ni, kita nak volunteer. Maksudnya grup mana yang nak buat apa, grup apa dan sebagainya. Okay. Faham ke? Any question? Ada apa-apa? Ya.
Kalau nak bagi, nak print out bagi dia orang tulis ya.
Ya. Okay. Maksudnya you all kena print out 1 atau 2 keping. Okay. So nanti you all kena hantar balik lah. Sebab ini merupakan nanti assignment sebagai bukti untuk you punya the first part of the pilot study. Okay. Sebab tu untuk yang ni kita memang tak ramai lah. Maksudnya kita akan cari. Tetapi nanti yang untuk the real one tu nanti. Mungkin satu orang kena cari dalam mungkin 5 hingga 10 orang. It depends on the pembahagian. Okay?
Okay.
Right, sebab tu now what we going to do, alright. So kita akan buat macam ni. Okay. So we have sekarang ni mungkin kita ada sebenarnya 13 kumpulan, right? We have about 13 kumpulan tetapi mungkin some of the kumpulan they are not suitable. Maksudnya diorang sukar untuk mendapatkan responden ni untuk penduduk tempatan itu ever. Jadi mereka tu akan bertanggungjawab nanti untuk yang the second stage kita akan kasih kerja yang lebih banyak pada mereka. Okay, untuk yang the first one, okay. Okay, untuk yang the first one iaitu untuk penduduk tempatan. Okay, as I said, we need like 20 to 30. So if we can get more, it's better. So boleh tak saya nak tahu grup mana yang nak buat untuk penduduk tempatan? So lepas tu kita akan buat pembahagian. Grup mana yang volunteer untuk penduduk tempatan? 2, 4, 5.
Saya doktor grup Dennis.
Grup 1.
3.
Oh, Dennis.
Grup 1. Grup 1.
Okay, 1. Hold kejap. Alright. So group 2 Aina punya geng. Aina and the gang. Okay, so maksudnya kita sekurang-kurangnya, so kita ada 5 group ni. Okay, nanti dulu. Okay, kita tengok yang kedua untuk yang persatuan penduduk. Okay. Boleh tak? Anyone? Kita nak tengok group. Siapa volunteer? Terus senyap. Come on.
Grup 7.
7. Okay. Lagi?
6.
6. Lagi? Grup lagi? 1, 2, 3. Grup 3?
3 doktor boleh.
Okay, 3. Lagi?
13.
13. 13, grup siapa ya? 13 siapa?
Saya.
Siapa tu?
Yuman.
Oh yeah, Yuman. Actually you are, Yuman 13. Betul lah tak ada. Okay, Yuman group 3. Okay, Yuman, okay. Lagi? Last one, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Siapa keluar 8?
8, Doktor, 8.
8 siapa?
Ashikin dan
Sikit
Nita.
sikit 8. Okay, group 8. Okay, so sekejap. Jadi untuk penduduk tempatan ni, as I said, you tak juga. Kalau lah your parents pun merupakan member kepada persatuan penduduk, ayah you pun boleh. Cuma I really hope, I really hope please be honest bila you buat survey ni. You kena praktiskan being ada untuk integrity in terms of doing a survey. Kalau you sendiri yang jawab, you don't even tanya orang, you sendiri yang jawab, maksudnya you are not being honest. The integrity is not there. The ethics untuk membuat research dan juga survey hancur. Okay, so that's the reason kenapa saya suruh you juga buat, kerana untuk exposekan you actually the situation ataupun macam mana nak buat survey in real life. So, masa you nak buat FYP you nanti, it will be easy. Okay?
Doktor nak tanya.
Boleh.
Kalau macam orang kedai-kedai boleh tak?
Boleh.
Boleh. Okay, thank you Doktor.
Okay, orang kedai ke, orang shopping center ke, as long as dia tahu macam penduduk tempatan tu, kalau boleh, if possible, you dapatkan orang-orang yang sebenarnya dia mempunyai pengalaman, ada pekerja asing dekat tempat dia orang. Okay, walaupun mungkin dekat some of the area dia mungkin rasa tak ada, tapi dia memahami situasi. Also dia, sebab tujuan pilot study ni bukannya kita nak tanya betul-betul responden kita, tetapi kita nak tanya orang yang boleh memahami kita punya situasi, kita punya purpose of doing this research in order to give us the feedback for our instrument, whether the question okay ke, dia memahami the soalan, and also people, I would like you to take picture. Okay, picture with your respondent nanti. Ini untuk yang pilot study punya stage. Okay, so kalau kita dapat buat ni, so saya akan sharekan the question. Okay, the question dengan you all, so you can print it out and you can start asking the people. Okay, and then bila kita dah dapat kita punya target, so kita akan buat the next stage, iaitu untuk employers dan juga foreign workers. Okay, so setiap kumpulan ni, since we need like 20, dan setiap kumpulan ada lebih kurang 4 hingga 5 orang, so I hope each of you find one person. Is it okay?
Easy.
Cuma saya kasihan dengan Yuman. I think Yuman cannot stand on his own, so I need one more group. Siapa lagi? Saya tahu Yuman is very helpful, tapi saya nak one more group kat sini. Any volunteer? 7 dah ada, 8, 6 dah ada. Kumpulan 11. 11 Danish tadi. Okay, ni 11.
12.
Berapa? 12. 12 siapa?
Tahu.
Itulah. Ni Nafa and the gang. Saya tak pasti diorang ni. Diorang mungkin boleh pergi nanti untuk employers dengan foreign workers. Ada lagi tak? 9. 9 tak lagi? Kumpulan 9.
Doktor?
Yes.
Doktor, kita kumpulan 9 itu one punya penduduk tempatan. Since yang 12 sudah kat sini kan?
Sorry? Macam mana, Ichi?
For group 9 kita nak pilih yang penduduk tempatan tu.
Tapi diorang dah cukup.
Tadi 12 bukankah 2 ke?
12. 12 tak ada. Kumpulan 12 tu ialah diorang ialah Indonesians. Jadi susah untuk diorang dapatkan Persatuan Penduduk Malaysia. Diorang akan nanti saya assign untuk foreign workers dan juga employers punya stage. Untuk the next stage.
Oh, okay. Then
Boleh tak Yici?
tapi for persatuan tu kita punya more to yang employer punya. So kalau macam tu kita boleh pilih yang next stage punya kan.
Tapi yang sekarang ni I want like 20 people untuk kita punya ni. Ya nanti yang ni pun yang employer pun nanti you kena juga. The same people akan repeat lagi. Okay? Ada tak macam you sekarang duduk kat mana?
Saya ke?
Yalah.
Saya punya hometown Krang oh.
Kan?
Krang.
Keluang Johor.
Ya.
Okay, so you duduk kat taman perumahan ke apa?
Taman perumahan.
Okay, so maybe your parents ke boleh jawab untuk you?
Tapi dia bukan berkaitan dengan persatuan oh.
Tak, maksudnya dia tak ada involve untuk persatuan penduduk. You all tak ada persatuan penduduk?
Tak ada.
Okay, sebab selalunya setiap taman dia ada persatuan penduduk. Yang orang yang ni. So maybe mungkin your parents ke, your father ke know them. Okay, so kalau katakan dia bukannya ahli politik, just cakap dia bukan ahli politik. The most important kat sini Yici, apa yang kita nak ialah kita nak dapatkan feedback. Katakan macam your father, boleh tak dia faham apa yang kita nak cuba sampaikan. Okay, there's question. Dia kena kasih komen macam tu. Nanti sebab bila kita nak buat the real one, okay, jadi maksudnya kita tahu bahawa orang faham. Orang faham apa yang kita nak tanya. Okay. Pilot study is not actually like the real study. It's totally two different things. Okay. As I said before, the purpose of doing the pilot study is actually for us to check the reliability and also validity of our instrument. Okay, so that's the purpose. And also we want to improve any weaknesses in our instrument. That's the purpose of doing the pilot study. But sebab tu bila kita dah semua okay at this stage, so bila kita nak buat nanti untuk the actual study, it will be very easy for us. Okay?
Boleh tu.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so maksudnya, right, so kalau Yuman, are you here Yuman?
Yes.
Okay, how many people can you get? Yang dia kenal ke macam ketua kampung ke, ahli politik ke?
Ketua kampung.
Ketua kampung. How many can you get? 1 or 2 maybe? Sebab saya juga I don't want to I don't want to take too many people tau at this stage. Sebab nanti bila dia H1 kita dah tak ada orang. So kalau boleh kita cuma nak mungkin Yuman can take 1 for example, and Yici punya group can take 3. So I said maybe like 1 to 4 people for each group. Okay? Sebab nanti for the actual one, kita nak cari lagi orang dah tak ada nanti. Sebab kita dah banyak guna for example. So, itu je. Sorry, Yuman?
2%.
Ya, 2%. Okay. So, okay.
Doktor,
yes.
saya faham. Untuk yang contoh kumpulan saya kumpulan 7 kan. Dan orang tu kena cari seorang atau satu grup cari seorang?
Tak, satu orang seorang.
Okay.
So maksudnya satu kumpulan tu dia kena cari 4 hingga 5 orang.
Faham.
Okay,
Saya ingat satu grup seorang.
Oh tak. Wah, jenuh tu cuma 5 orang je lah kita dapat. Okay. So kita punya target dalam satu grup tu 4 hingga 5 orang lah. Okay. Is everybody okay? So we'll see how. Okay, dan kita tengok the first round ni macam mana. Dan I will get back to you on Sunday untuk tahu macam mana. But I will share the question, the instrument with you petang ni ke, okay, right after this, okay, maybe. Okay, because I think the question is already ready. So you can take it. Mungkin this weekend you dah boleh start jumpa orang. Okay, I don't think it's going to be very hard because each of you only need to find one person. Okay? Yuga, okay, Yuga? Yuga?
So doktor, question dah ready, kita tinggal sebarkan je lah.
Ya, betul. Untuk yang
Okay.
sewa punya part ni, yang untuk kan yang 10% ni, your 10% punya ni, fieldwork ni, soalan semua dah disiapkan. You tinggal cuma nak cari responden je. You tak payah buat dah soalan. Okay, yang untuk soalan yang you dah buat, you kena buat tu, ialah untuk assignment yang tadi lah, yang you dah present tu.
Soalan tu nanti doktor upload kat e-learning
Saya akan masukkan dekat e-learning dan juga WhatsApp group. Saya malas lah dekat e-learning tu sebenarnya. Saya rasa WhatsApp group faster. Tapi saya akan masukkan juga nanti dekat e-learning. Don't worry. I will do that.
Thank you, doktor.
You're welcome. Okay, any other question? Yes, Yuman, ada apa-apa?
Tak ada.
Okay, so if not, okay, I think that's all. Okay, if you have any question, we can discuss it in our WhatsApp group. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so yes,
One more question. Kalau ahli politik boleh tak?
boleh sangat. Lagi bagus, Dawson. Kalau kata kalau you katakan you punya bapa sendiri pun datuk ke, hobi ke, lagi bagus. Okay?
Okay, thank you, doktor.
Sebab yang sebenarnya walaupun kita buat ni untuk kulai kan, tetapi sebab pilot study ni can be anyone. Okay? Nanti bahasa yang the real one kita akan lebih fokus kepada kulai lah nanti. Alright? So di mana you kena share mungkin through Google ke, Google Form ke, whatever ke. Kita akan tengok how we want to actually to embark our project yang this one. Okay, any other question? Okay, can be katakan not necessarily it's a big shot in the kampung. Even dia pun sebenarnya dia tahu macam untuk jawab tadi macam ada ramai ke orang kampung yang pindah lepas tu masalah kat kampung. Dia pun boleh, as long as dia faham apa yang kita nak tanya dan dia boleh memberikan sedikit feedback, pandangan, that's good enough. Okay? Okay, so in that case, okay, let me share your attendance. Okay, dan jangan lupa ya, you kena ambil gambar. Sebab nanti untuk you punya final report, you kena masukkan gambar. Okay, section 1 first.